What is going on, guys? So Apex recently released a new zombies game called Shadows Fall. Now Shadows Fall is a zombies game which takes place in a nighttime version of the old map that we all know is the Kings Canyon. Now the zombies mode consists of only 35 players, all of which start out as a legend of their choice. After dropping in and gathering loot, all the legends begin to fight it out. Now during this time, if you're killed, however, you're not simply knocked out of the game. You come back as what is called a shadow legend, which, well, basically you're a zombie. Now, just like all zombies games, you of course will not be able to use any weapon. However, you will have several abilities that will help level out the playing field, which we'll get into here in a little bit. Now, although there are several nuances to the game that make this much more interesting, let's first talk about how to win the game. Now, the game is won in one of three ways. All of the legends die and turn into zombies. The legends survive long enough and hop on what is called an evac ship, which hauls them away to safety. Or the zombies keep the surviving legends from entering the evac ship before the time runs out. So now that you have some of the basics, let's get into some of the little nuances. Now, first, when the match starts, you can immediately see where the ring is going to be before you choose where you want to drop in at. All you have to do is just select the map. Also, as mentioned a second ago, if you do die and become a zombie, you will not have a weapon. However, there are several little features that I said can help you even out the playing field a little bit. One of those features is speed. Now, as a zombie, you'll have about 3 to 4 times the normal speed of the average legend, and as a weapon, you'll have what I like to call the Hulk Smash. It's basically, it looks like this. It looks like the Hulk Smash, does it not? Now the Hulk Smash can be used to break down doors and kill the enemy legends, which is important because as a zombie you cannot open smaller doors, you can only smash them. The only doors zombies can open, however, are large doors like the ones that you see in Market or Bunker. Now also, unlike the legends, the zombies have the ability to climb any building or structure no matter how big it may be, which just basically makes it quicker and easier to get to the enemies. Also, if you're a zombie and you get killed, you have several little features that will help you on your next attempt to kill the legends. First off, when you drop in for the second time, you'll drop in at a much higher point than usual, which makes it easier to reach anywhere on the map. And second, you'll also see a little red icon as you see here on the screen, indicating where you were last killed, so if you do want revenge like most of us do, you know that the legend that recently killed you is most likely still within that area. And lastly, you'll also be able to see little red and white skulls pop up throughout the map from time to time. The white skulls indicate the location where a zombie has killed a legend, and the red skulls indicate where a legend has killed a zombie. Now this can help you pinpoint where your fellow zombies are having battles, and you can jump in to help, but unlike the normal game mode, you cannot ping enemies, and this goes for both legends and zombies. When you die, your legend becomes a zombie and of course loses his or her abilities such as deploying Mirage's decoy or using Octane's speed boost, but you can still use their emote while jumping in. And since we've talked quite a bit about the zombies, here's a couple little tips for the legends. As a legend, you're especially going to want to keep an eye out for crates to open, because throughout the map some crates contain either a zombie or a spider that jumps out that, once killed, will drop you some much needed higher tier loot. But this can also be achieved by shooting at the dragons carrying death boxes, just like you do in any normal Apex game. Another thing to note for legends is that when there are only 10 legends left in the match, all the other legends become your teammates, and they'll become visible for you on your map, making it easier to stick together and team up against a horde of zombies coming your way. Also, you'll notice that an evacuation ship will start to fly over the map for a limited time. Now that's just used to pick up the remaining legends and take them to safety. During this time, all zombies will want to flock towards the ship and stop the remaining legends from boarding the ship and returning to safety. And reversely, the legends want to quickly and stealthily make their way to the ship. Once the legends reach the ship will rise up so it's out of the reach from the zombies, leaving the legends completely safe from the zombies altogether. But once the time is up, the fun for the legends is over, and they're hauled away to safety and awarded the win. Now I will say this though, I do love the twist that the zombies mode brings to this game. But as I was playing it, I couldn't help to wonder how this gameplay is affecting my kill death ratio. Since being a zombie is clearly a disadvantage and I'm dying like crazy, and you would die a lot more if you don't have a gun and the other person does. But rest assured, Apex clearly thought this through as well. So here's how your KDR is affected. The only death that counts against you is if you are a legend. So only one death per match will count against your KDR, just like in the normal game. That said, the only kills that count towards your KDR are when you're a legend and you kill another legend. Any other kills are just used to calculate the XP gained at the end of the match. Now, although I greatly appreciate the fun twist that Apex has put on this game with the new zombies mode, I feel like they dropped the ball in a major way. As I'm sure you're aware, in a normal Apex match, if you end up rage quitting a match before your team is eliminated, you are put on a 5-minute penalty, meaning that you can't join a game for 5 minutes, and rightfully so. You left your teammates high and dry. Now, there's no question that it's much more fun being the person with the gun, and far less fun being the person with the disadvantage, aka the zombies. So one would think that Apex would have applied at least the same punishment for abandoning a game early and leaving your team high and dry, but of course not. And I just couldn't help to notice that while I was playing the new zombies mode right after it was released, with each game I kept noticing more and more people backing out of the game. And I just kept thinking to myself, man, a lot of people just must not care about this 5-minute penalty, huh? And then it hit me. Oh shit, maybe they didn't put a penalty in place. So after dying repeatedly one match and I got kind of fed up, I was like, you know what? It's my time. And I went ahead and tested out this theory and I backed out of the match for myself. And guess what? No penalty. So that said, I hope that Apex finds this video or another video that pinpoints this and they fix it as soon as possible, because I do believe that it will kill that game. But until then, guys, just do your part and play both roles. I mean, if you join the game, play it all the way through and keep the game fun. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to mention was cheating. Of course, with any new game mode, you're always going to have those people looking to cheat their way to the top. And I happen to run into a couple of those with this new zombie game mode. Let's take a look. So now as you can see here, I get popped with the charge rifle. I mean, it wasn't a whole heck of a lot of damage, but I still played it safe, went back inside to safety, and I healed. I figured, well, I mean, this guy clearly knows that he popped me, so he's probably going to push me here soon. So I smartly throw out my decoy to see if I can catch him. And then when I hear him fire, I can tell that he's still pretty far away, and I knew that my decoy would die before he got the chance to push me. So I went across the way here a little bit, and I threw out another decoy. And this one worked, and alerted me that he's pushing. So I waited for the right moment, and then I started putting lead down the stairs at him, only to find out that what I thought was one person was actually 2 people cheating and teaming up.
We all have our reasons.
So after dying, I raged a little bit in my head, didn't scream over the mic, and I said, you know what, screw that, I'm coming back for revenge. And that I did. Let's take a look at what happened. And you gone.
We all have our reasons. Don't take this personally.
And you gone. Cheating ass. But anyways, guys, I hope you learned something from this video, and in case you didn't get a chance to check out the new skins and outfits that they came out with this update, here they are.